Good afternoon, my name is Max Freeman.
And I'm Cameron Jarvis.
Welcome to Solent Sports News. These are your 3:30 headlines. We have some breaking news here at Solent Sports News. Sheffield Wednesday have received a 12-point deduction after filing for administration, the EFL has confirmed. The Owls currently sit bottom of England's second tier with 6 points from their opening 11 matches. The Championship club have made their feelings towards owner Dijsvon Chansiri clear, with fans boycotting recent home games. In a statement released by the EFL this afternoon, the EFL said the EFL can now confirm that it has now received formal notice that Dijsvon Chansiri, the director of Sheffield Wednesday Football Club, has taken the necessary steps to appoint administrators to both the club and also the company which owns Hillsborough. The EFL will now engage in discussions with the administrators in respect of the immediate actions required to enable them to achieve an early resolution.
Overnight, the NBA has been hit by a major fraud scandal. Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups and Miami Heat player Terry Rozier have been arrested on charges of fraud. Both men were arrested after their team's opening NBA games on Wednesday. These arrests are part of a sweeping investigation into illegal gambling that have produced at least one indictment into players who are allegedly faking injuries to influence betting odds.
Sticking with basketball, the Solent basketball team has lit up their league with a flying start to the season. One member has returned from a long-term injury, boosting the side's chances at carrying on their good form. We now go live to Sam Fryer, who'll find out more about the team.
Yes, thank you, Max. Well, I'm here at Hoglands Park, where some may argue it's the home of Southampton basketball. But I'm joined by Gemma Moss, who is a member of the Solent ladies basketball team, who have just won their opening 2 games of the season. So, Gemma, talk us through the last 2 weeks.
So yeah, the last 2 weeks have been a bit crazy, to be honest. So we started off last Wednesday as Exeter away. We didn't really have high expectations for that, because obviously you think Exeter, you think that we were going to get a bit beat, but managed to win, got our first away win of the season, which was morale boosting, and we were all gassed about that. And then all of a sudden this week we have our first home game, and the question was if we could follow it up, and with the girls we managed to follow it up with another win. So that's back-to-back wins, which is amazing for us, especially from a new team. Last year we didn't win at all, so this year it was very much like we just wanted to get one win, and the fact that we started off so strongly, I think, shows how well the girls have gone, and when a lot of them have never played before. So yeah.
Nice. Well, do you want to showcase your skills a little bit? Obviously, you've...
If I airball this on live, this is so embarrassing.
As many people know, you've been out with a long-term injury.
Yeah.
How hard was your recovery to get back to this position?
Yeah, of course it wasn't ideal. I mean, I think, so I got injured, 2023, and it's taken a while to come back, and I think with any injury, it's never a smooth sailing journey, and I think if you do get back quick, you're one of the lucky ones sort of thing. So yeah, so I broke my knee, got back a little bit of sport, and then managed to get injured again, which kept me out quite a lot last season. And this season it was very more just like trying to just not overdo it, but also I still wanted to play. But yeah, so managed to get back to this season, and yeah, it's been fun. I've just got to be careful, because I think it's hard to just sit and watch everyone play. So like having to kind of do that, I think for me is kind of difficult. But the girls are doing so great, so I'm just glad to be a part of the journey with them.
Does it feel good to be back on the course? Did you miss it?
Yeah, I do miss it a lot. I think it's just little things. I've noticed that I do kind of pull out a lot of challenges now. Like, instead of usually I could take the hit, now I'm a bit too scared sometimes. So that's going to all come back, I guess, with confidence. But it does feel good to be back and just being amidst everything. So yeah, because I missed it a lot.
And do you think there's potential for the team to go far this season? Do you think there's a league title on the cards?
Do you know what? I actually think so. I think not with that shooting like this, absolutely not. But no, I do think so. I think obviously we can be fairly confident 2 wins out of 2 against 2 teams which I think last year we may have struggled against. But I think a lot of last year we were in a league that I think was just filled with like proper professional athletes, and from a team that's just started, it was hard. But I think we've got new players, we got used to playing with each other, a new coach, and I think it's the freshness that we all needed. And yeah, we're in a very, very good position, and I hope that the season obviously does end with a win, but also, yeah.
Do you think I've got any chance of joining the basketball team after my performances there?
Maybe. Probably not. Might need a little bit more training, to be honest.
Well, that's not the answer I wanted to hear.
No.
Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Sam. Some great shooting there. Sean Dyche makes his return to the Premier League at the weekend with Nottingham Forest as they take on high-flying Bournemouth. His new side travelled to the South Coast, having won last night against FC Porto for their first win in all competitions since the opening day of the season. It will be Dyche's first game back in the Premier League since he was sacked by Everton in early January of this year, with his new club currently in 18th place.
Serena Weigmann's Lionesses played the first of 2 international friendlies this weekend as they face Brazil at the Etihad Stadium in Manchester. It's the first of 4 international friendlies in the next 3 months against 4 countries from 4 continents. England striker Beth Mead commented on how important a variety of competition is for the Lionesses.
It's what we need. We've played, in Europe, we've not played against these types of teams for a while, and I think it's important for us to play against different styles, different philosophies, different cultures in preparation for 2027 in Brazil, which is kind of a little taster obviously coming up soon, but excited to be able to test ourselves against some different, international teams, which I think will be very good in the learning process for us moving forward.
Joseph Parker is confident he can end Fabio Wardley's 20-fight unbeaten record on Saturday. The contest for Parker's interim WBO heavyweight bout is being billed as all or nothing, with the winner expected to challenge Alexander Usyk for his undisputed heavyweight championship. In their final press conference before the fight, Parker says he is levels above his opponent.
Thinking about losing this fight. I'm going this fight to win. And once I win, I'm going to move on to the next fight. I respect my opponent and what he's done in his career and how he's prepared for this fight, but I'm a different level, to be honest.
Now to racing. Did you know that you can book your own track experience day here in Hampshire? With entry costs high to get into the sport, our reporter Evan Roberts went to Thruxton Race Circuit to find out how they are providing opportunities to hit the tarmac.
2000 red.
Thruxton, the fastest driving circuit in the UK. It is also home to touring cars, formula cars and even track days that give avid racing fans the chance to drive at speed for an affordable price. The circuit has played host to some of the greatest talent the sport has ever seen. From Lewis Hamilton to Tiff Needell, each have tested their mettle on what is one of the most daring tests in British motorsport. But what about the rest of us? With the costs of one of the most expensive sports in the world on the rise, Leona Theobald, one of the professional drivers at Thruxton, recognises how important experienced days can be for getting into racing.
It's amazing, to be honest. I raced myself, so being able to sit next to someone who may never have been out on track before, letting them experience such an awesome place, whatever track it is, especially here at Thruxton, fastest circuit in the UK, it's definitely something people tick off their bucket list. So it's a really good feeling, someone achieving such an adrenaline-filled day, but also hopefully advancing themselves in their skills on track.
But it's not just experience, it's inspiration. Leona got her first taste of motorsport at a track like this and has gone on to develop her own very successful career.
My first experience in racing was auto solo, so quite slow and steady through cones in my little Mini Cooper. But racing around tracks is just incredible. It's definitely the adrenaline that I love, whatever that may be, but you get it around the track, you're just always wanting to be better, improving yourself, but of course beating your competitors as well on the circuit.
I've just been out on track and they're not lying when they say it's the fastest track in the UK. And wow, it's really stoked my passion for motorsports, but I'm not sure my Renault Clio will quite feel the same again.
Great Britain have won gold and silver at the World Artistic Gymnastics Championships in Indonesia. Jake Jarman has become the men's floor world champion, and fellow GB teammate Luke Whitehouse took silver. It's the first time Great Britain have taken gold and silver at the World Championships in the same event.
Liverpool returned to Premier League action in the late kick-off against Brentford on Saturday. Liverpool manager Arne Slot confirmed that Jeremy Frimpong will miss out on Saturday's match due to a hamstring injury. Slot also said that Alexander Isak is a doubt for the match on Saturday after coming off at half-time during Liverpool's 5-1 victory of Frankfurt in midweek.
Jeremy is not in a good place. What I mean with that is that he's definitely not going to play today, tomorrow, or next week. Hamstring injury, so that's going to take a while. Alex, not too bad. Question mark for the weekend, and so let's see where he is then.
Jessica Ennis, Keely Hodgkinson and Katarina Johnson-Thompson are just a few athletes who have gone on to compete at the highest level, something a few students from Solent University may never have the chance to do. Come with us to find out more about the Solent athletics team and the barriers they face in the sports they love.
While the spotlight often shines on the world's top athletes, many women in athletics are still struggling behind the scenes. Not because of talent, but because of funding. For many female athletes, the fight for equality goes far beyond the finish line. Aisha, who is a member of the Solent athletics team, is one of the members of a financially struggling sports team. She spoke to us about her journey into the sport.
So my name is Aisha. I've been doing athletics since late primary school. I started more often in secondary school in year 7 when we do athletics competitions against other schools. My favourite time to do athletics was sports day because I was able to show off all my speed.
Despite athletics seeing a rise in finances for the first time in several years, the comparison of sports funding across the university remains unequal, something that needs changing.
I mean, I don't really think there's much of an increase in financial support for athletics specifically, just because A, there's not very many people that are in the team, and B, because it's a more of a niche sport. Football, netball, cheerleading, rugby, they'll be more funded by the university because they are the bigger teams. There isn't as much light on athletics, unfortunately. I do wish that there was a lot more funding for us so that we'd be able to appeal to those that want to join but don't see the fun in it because there isn't the funding there.
The effect funding has on the sport is massive, with numbers reaching as low as 2 members when we visited training. The team also struggles to find competitions to take part in, making it even harder for them to showcase their skill and potentially launch their careers.
We have to pay for our transport, we have to pay for our training, to use equipment in the gym, to rent out those spaces. It all comes out of our own pocket. A lot of it doesn't come from the university.
Without greater investment, many fear the next generation of champions may never reach the starting line. You may never see Bo Brown somehow winning a running race. Will Charlton, Solent Sports News.
Great finish from Bo Brown there. The Toronto Blue Jays will host the Los Angeles Dodgers tonight in the first game of the 2025 World Series. It's the Blue Jays' first appearance in the World Series for 32 years, with the Dodgers looking to win back-to-back titles. Trey Savage will pitch for the home team tonight, becoming the second youngest Game 1 starter in World Series history. He will face off against veteran and 2-time Cy Young winner Blake Snell.
Pressure is building on Saints manager Will Still, with only 2 wins in 10 games in all competitions. The Saints travel to Blackburn this weekend, looking for a first away win since last September.
Luke Littler can become the youngest ever world darts #1 this weekend. Littler can overtake current #1 Luke Humphries if he wins the European Championships in Germany. Littler, who has only been on tour for 2 years, could surpass Michael van Gerwen, who currently holds the record, being 24 when he became world #1 in 2014.
On Saturday, the Solent Sharks will compete in the final event of the 2025 Wheelchair Fives season. The Nationals bring together the 12 top teams in the country competing across 2 tiers. Our reporter, Nathan Williams, went to see how preparations are progressing for this weekend's season finale.
Wheelchair rugby. It's quick, hard-hitting, and on the rise in the UK, and the sport has recently received a big boost. Great Britain Wheelchair Rugby will host its first ever
Fives national tournament this weekend, where local side Solent Sharks will compete for the competition's shield. The Sharks were easily demoted in the Fours game from the Premiership to the Championship, so are looking to use the Fives tournament to put their name back on the national stage. Chrissy Ransom, who has recently been selected for the GB's Halfway Talent Programme, says it is important to perform well at the upcoming national event in the Midlands.
It has been absolutely incredible to have a national tournament. We get to play full-length games, and it's the only time throughout the season we get to do that, which is absolutely incredible. It really tests all of the teams that are participating. It's so important to us. We're all working really hard on and off the court to try and improve our fitness, our speed, all of our skills to try and get that Premiership back at the end of the season coming.
We also asked her what her favourite thing about wheelchair rugby is, and if she prefers the traditional fours or the new wave fives.
So my favourite part about wheelchair rugby is easy. I like the hits. They're just so much fun. It's exactly what I come here to do. I don't actually have a preference between fours and fives, which is really rare to have, because in fives I play a completely different role than fours, and in fours I get to play with some people who just I'm in awe of what they can do, and it's been such an eye-opening experience to play at a higher level this year.
The Solent Sharks will be hoping for a good performance at the weekend, with a chance at silverware. Nathan Williams, Solent Sports News.
Thank you, Nathan, for that report. After a wet start in Colombo, action is finally underway between Sri Lanka and Pakistan, with Sri Lanka winning the toss and choosing to bowl in both teams' last appearances of the tournament. Pakistan are currently 18 for naught, but play has yet again been delayed.
American football is growing in popularity in the UK, with many students participating in the Solent team. We headed down to Test Park as they prepare for the upcoming season. Ben Kilminster reports.
Test Park is the home of Solent American football team, the Red Hawks. Despite the weather, it was training as usual for the Red Hawks as they prepare for their friendly game this Sunday against Southampton University. Last season was a season to forget for the team, who failed to win in all 5 of their games. We caught up with linebacker Ibad Ahmed, who told us what went wrong.
It wasn't a great season at all, no. All the boys worked really hard, everyone played their hearts out. You know, I think there was just a lot of miscommunication, lots of injuries going on. Tons of people had other things to worry about as well. So yeah, it was a really rough season.
The season certainly feels different as training and preparations have ramped up.
Yeah, I think we're in a much better position this season than we were last season. You know, we've gone straight into our pad work and our contact a lot earlier on. We've got a pre-season game against Southampton Stags this weekend, so all the boys are ready for it, yeah.
Due to the nature of it being a university team, there will always be a high turnover of players. This year was no exception, with 16 people graduating, which left a massive void for 30 players to come in. Second year Jordan Bissessa says that the new rookies have settled in well.
We've got, as I said, a lot more new rookies, and they are very, very level-headed. They come to training, they show up, they don't argue with the coaches, they listen, they're dead set focused on anything they put their mind towards. You know, I see a good future with this team.
As well as new rookies, there has also been a new head coach. David Pepper, who previously coached only defence, has a new challenge.
David Pepper's mentality is amazing. He is very, very focused in what he does. You know, he played the defensive coach last year, and he was brilliant. Up until now, all the training sessions have been very good with him there. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's very experienced in what he's doing. He's played for Solent Thrashers. He's amazing at Solent Thrashers. He's a very good coach, and I do look forward to a great season with him ahead.
The Red Hawks will be hoping to improve on last season. I've been Ben Kilminster reporting for Solent Sports News.
That's all from us for now.
Check out our website at solentsportsnews.com for updates. You stay classy, Southampton.